Hey everyone, welcome to the weekend. What's going on? What are you going to do? Well, ArtPrize 2021 is in full swing. And yeah, people will be showing up every single day through October 3rd to kind of celebrate art in downtown Grand Rapids. Well, on today's show, we're looking at a special collaboration between two organizations. They're going to look at the homelessness in Kent County and Grand Rapids. They want to bring hope, help, and awareness to the cause with a very special show that you want to see. I can't wait to tell you all about it. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's John Gonzalez. Welcome to Things to Do, or Gonzo's Things to Do. For the last, 3 decades, I've been writing about things, cool things happening not only in Grand Rapids, but throughout the state of Michigan. And I figured, why not keep doing it, right? So welcome to our Things to Do show. I'll tell you what, on today's episode, we have two special guests about a very special event happening in downtown Grand Rapids for ArtPrize 2021. I shouldn't say an event because there's several performances. And we want to welcome to the show Gretchen Steimle from the Grand Rapids Ballet Company and Thelma Ensink, the executive director at Dégagé Ministries. How are you both doing?
Very excited about this project. We've been working on it for about a half a year now, and this Wednesday will be our first live performance of Created by Circumstance, this work that Dégagé Ministries and the Grand Rapids Ballet have created.
Well, I can't wait to tell you or ask you more about it and dive in. Thelma, you must equally be as excited.
Yes, we are feeling so blessed and so grateful to Grand Rapids Ballet and ArtPrize for partnering with us just to tell this really important human story.
It is. It's called Created by Circumstance, as Gretchen just said a few seconds ago. Hope, help, awareness for the homelessness in Kent County and the greater Grand Rapids area. It's a cause. Let's talk a little bit about the cause, or let's talk a little bit about why you're doing this, as opposed to getting more into like the nuts and bolts of the production. Because for me, Thelma, I have, and maybe Gretchen feels the same way too. I don't know what it is, but when you're out and about in Grand Rapids, especially during ArtPrize, and you see the homelessness right in front of you, and it becomes real. And I think for a lot of us, we have an internal struggle of what do we do? How do we help? What are their stories, right? And as a journalist, I'm thinking that every single moment. What are their stories? How did they get here? What can I do to help?
Yeah, I mean, over 800 people a night, and we know that's probably a conservative number, are experiencing homelessness. And it is such a variety of circumstances that places someone in that position. And it really is any one of us, or just one or two events away from finding ourselves in that same position. I am constantly amazed at the stories I hear from the people we serve. I mean, some of them have master's degrees and above, and then experienced a traumatic event in their life, or struggled with mental health or whatever it may be that place them in this position. And really all of us are vulnerable to being in this position.
Gretchen, as a professional dancer at Grand Rapids Ballet Company, how did this idea come together, or what moved you to do this?
Yeah, this opportunity was presented to me by our executive director, Glenn Del Vecchio, and our artistic director, James Franco, and they had been coordinating with Dégagé to kind of use our two organizations together to bring this message forward to our audiences and to the Grand Rapids community. So really, I got offered this amazing opportunity to work on this project.
What did you learn while working? I mean, when did the project start, and what did you learn through the process?
The project started last winter, really, where I started to just communicate with many members of the Dégagé Ministries staff and the musicians, Thomas and Isaac, and get to know more about the organization, get to know more about those experiencing homelessness in the Heartside neighborhood, and just gain more information. That was my first mission as someone engaging with an artistic endeavor in this area, was just to gain more knowledge.
And then what was the impact after that? Because once you gain knowledge, I mean, as a journalist, I know once you start to kind of peel back the onion and get to the story, we're all human and we start to be impacted by that.
Yeah, I mean, I was overwhelmed with the idea of putting this new information into an artistic project. because, you know, I can only create from my perspective. And so I really tried to find the ways that we were connecting and the commonality that we were finding together in what we, you know, shared. And that's hope and dance and music and art and all of those things that all humans experience. And so we really kind of went forward from that place.
Let's stay on this topic a little bit more because you mentioned two of the performers and the musicians. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect. Like you said, Wednesday, September 22nd is the first show at Heartside Park at 5:30. Additional performances Friday and Sunday. What if I come to the show and the weather's going to hold out? It's not going to rain. It's going to be a beautiful day. All 3 days will be beautiful. What can they expect from the show?
Yeah, it's a 6-minute movement and music piece. There are 5 different sections. We have quotes incorporated from Dégagé patrons. We have many songs. We have rhythms. It's really this big community movement piece. And we have 2 live musicians, Thomas and Isaac, as I mentioned, and then 4 cast members from the Grand Rapids Ballet.
Thelma, I'm sure you've seen a sneak preview or seen the show yourself. I would love to get your reaction, your thoughts about it, how it was put together.
It's beautiful. I can't wait for this to be shared with our community. I just hope everyone will enjoy a nice fall evening tomorrow night and bundle up and come out and support this great project. I love that ballet and homelessness came together. You know, that isn't something you often think about coming together, but I think it is amazing, right? Art is an ancient, or dance is an ancient art form. And so I love that dance is expressing homelessness. It's raw, it's human, and that's what homelessness is. It's raw and it's human, right? And so I love that dance is expressing this in such a beautiful way, and I think people will truly be moved by this performance.
Did you help recruit the performers, Thomas and Isaac, or did they just appear and you were like, they're naturals, they're going to be in this show?
Thomas and Isaac are some of our dearest friends. They have experienced houselessness and now continue to be great patrons of Dégagé Ministries, comes back and spends time in our community center just to have community, but also to bless others and to minister to others. And so they are such great friends of ours and always willing to share their gifts. And so, yes, it just made sense for Isaac and Thomas to collaborate on this project.
And they'll do some voice, and they'll be the saxophone will be part of the show. And sorry about my alerts going off here. You think I would learn by now on Zoom to shut off my alerts, right? When we're doing interviews, but you know, keeping it raw and real. But they took these stories, right? These words that they speak are actually inspired by actual people that are going through things right now.
Yeah, the quotes incorporated into the work were collected from Dégagé Ministries. You know, the staff at Dégagé asked patrons throughout the day, what's a phrase of hope that you hold close to your heart? And then we leaned into that and kind of brought their original words into the piece.
Thelma, I looked at the numbers from 2020 at the Dégagé Ministries. Can you give people a real quick just summary of what you do, what you offer, and then some of those numbers from 2020, because they are eye-opening?
Yeah, I mean, we serve anywhere between 400 and 500 people a day in all the different services that we offer, whether that's dining or hygiene, where people can take a shower or do their laundry, whether that's ID services, resource, or whether that's staying right here in our women's shelter. And 2020 was a hard year for us. COVID just really exacerbates all of these issues. You know, when you and I experience COVID or we're trying to quarantine from it, we can do it in our home safely. But for the people that we serve, they're so vulnerable. And the pandemic's not over. You know, last week was one of our toughest weeks. We saw some of our highest COVID numbers last week. So we're still not through it. So this is just something that we want to make sure the community knows. Not only is homelessness an issue, but also the pandemic is making our work very difficult.
And Gretchen is the only professional ballet company in Michigan. Grand Rapids Ballet Company, really, this just shows all the cutting edge things that you're doing over there. How long have you been with the company, and what are you the most excited and most proud of over there?
Yeah, this is my 5th season with the Grand Rapids Ballet. I was an apprentice for 2 years and then promoted to be a full company dancer. I am so excited about projects like this. projects where the ballet can engage with our community on topics that mean a lot to Grand Rapids. I think there is nothing better than intersecting art with stories like this, because when we can use our passion to help others, that is the greatest mission.
So true. So true. All right. Well, Thelma, before we wrap things up here, I believe, since ArtPrize is a little different this year, that people can like use their QR codes. You're part of ArtPrize, right? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so we are so excited that we are expanding our building to meet the growing needs in our community, a $7.3 million capital campaign project. And so as people come out tomorrow night, they'll be able to learn more about that project and our services. And there will be QR codes where they can help contribute to this really important ministry in Heartside.
Awesome. And the additional performances are Friday and Sunday, correct?
Yes.
Where are those at again?
The Monroe Social Center on Friday and Rosa Parks Circle by the Graham on Sunday.
And both of those are at 5:30?
Yes.
Sunday is 3 o'clock.
I couldn't find that. Well, I knew Friday was at 5:30, but I didn't quite know about it. So 3 o'clock on Sunday, and that's at Rosa Parks Circle near the Graham's Art Museum, correct? Great. All right. Well, I guess since we're on you, Gretchen, where can people get more information about the ballet?
They can get more information at grballet.com. Please also go to Dégagé Ministries websites, go to ArtPrize's websites. It's all about the collaboration of all of these great Grand Rapids organizations.
All right, and Thelma, one last thing, going back to you, what do you want people to walk away when they? You mentioned it a little bit earlier, but maybe reflect on it a little bit more. When they're coming to this performance and they see this collaboration and they walk away, what do you want them to know?
We are all people created in God's image, and we are all connected. We all have the potential of being friends, of being neighbors, of being a community that supports one another. And the arts is what brings us together. So excited to celebrate the arts and celebrate humanity and have so much hope for a great future.
Thank you both for your time. It was great seeing you. It was great to have this conversation. I appreciate it so much. And we look forward to seeing both you and both Dégagé Ministries and the Grand Rapids Ballet Company collaborating on this cool event. It's called Created by Circumstance Performances, as we said, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday during ArtPrize. Go to their social pages to get all the information. If you want to follow what I'm doing, you can check me out on my YouTube channel and all the social circles as well. I'll be around, not going away, hopefully another 30 years of telling people of cool things happening in the community. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you both.
Thanks, Gonzo. Bye-bye.